gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Burnout! Expect the Temp looking to impress with this super.
PARTE!
Level 3 super! Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Oh my god, what a throw set! They're in range. We gonna see a jump-in? A dash? Even the flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Reads the jump-in perfectly. Player 2 needs to use the front of the corner here. Thinking cap overdrive Shoryuken. Player just hits that with confidence. There's a burnout. And it is on. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? A real test of nerves here. Uses their drive game. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Back into the court. Here comes the boom. The super hit is over. Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. Can't argue with you. What a fight! Throws a fireball. There's a change of sides. Avoids getting cornered. Neither of them willing to back off, pressuring them in the corner. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Was looking for that jump attack. No more drive gauge. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. This is a critical get. Great round with both fighters really going at it. They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Side Husho to start something? They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. Big opportunity now in this corner. Experiencing burnout. Knocked them out of the air. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Chuck the fireball to continue their hold over their zone. Drops them hard. Let's see how these two try to set the tone of the match. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage with solid anti-air. Player 2 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? They're taking a fuse as their drive gauge. Goes up above. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Jury's going to a dark place. Kaisen Dankai Raku. Nowhere to run. Oh man, who's gonna take this? What are they gonna do? Player 1 can't use any drive boost. Gotta play it safe. They are done! Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
良いものを見させてもらった。次も楽しみにしていくぞ。
Can't argue with you. What a fight! Good awareness on the crossfire. Player 1 has the life advantage.
良い状況ではあるね。さあここだ。
Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge?
ここで決めるその弾力。あっぱれ。
Checks them with the projectile. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. The jump in catches them in a dire situation.
なるほどな。
Hits them in the gut.
いやどうだ。
Player 1 creates a good corner on the team. Ah, burnout activates.
まだ諦める。
In there.
いいね。とどめまでしっかり。
Oh, this match is getting so intense, it's hard to even breathe.
二人ともなかなかやるな。我が輩も盛り上がってきたぞ。
Oh man, what's gonna happen next? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Player 1 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round.
なるほどね。
The Fuma's there to give them even better returns on their investment. Creates an opening with a low heavy.
いやすごいな。おっと。
Skills
これはでかいのが入ったか。
experiencing burnout.
ここまでなのか。
KO!
やるではないか。
Absolutely slaughtered him! You seeing what I'm seeing?
悪魔も見惚れるその勢い。素晴らしいぞ。
Medium kick hits. Corrects them! 6-3! Throws him!
見事だ。
Drops him hard!
見事だ。
There's a burnout!
まだ諦めるな。
What are they gonna do? Somehow manages to block the jump in! All in with them! What a finish!
良いとどめだ。
Oh my days, that was a real intense fight!
素晴らしい戦いであった。見事だ。
They're still hungry! Both sides stepping up for the rematch!
次の戦いも楽しませてくれるのだろうな。
Throws them to negate the block.
やはり近距離での取っ組み合いは見ていて楽しいね。
Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape.
ここからが大事だな。ああ、今のは素晴らしいね。さあどうだ。
Definitely answers the air attack.
ここで決めるその弾力。あっぱれ。
Knockdown. They saw a path and they took it.
良い決着だった。
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
危機迫るその戦いぶり。見事だ。
You got that right. Oh, next round starting. Projectile to try and change the situation. Brushes that off and keeps going.
おっと。
Oh!
おお、そうきたか。
Goes forward with an experiencing burnout.
まだ諦めるな。
Looking for a chance. Not much life difference. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Uses the gauge for a super arc. Are they dead off this super? It's too close to call.
That felt good, didn't it?
It doesn't kill. They're still in flatline though.
そういうことだ。
This fight is over. Yo, give me your thoughts.
勝って兜の尾を締める。そんな気品すら感じるね。良い試合だった。
Checking their reactions with a fireball? Big, low, reaching heavy.
いやー見事。気持ちよく決まったね。
Starts off zoning with fireball. Player 2 has the life lead.
このまま行くか。どうだろう。
Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out. Heats it up with a combo into super.
いいよいいよ。ここはどう出るか。
Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. KO.
ああ決まったね。
Player 1 took that convincingly. But what's next?
全く素晴らしいね。見事に決めていった。
Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two kick it up again. Jump? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Goes for the jump in. What's the next move? Gets a risky puck in. They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure.
どうした？
Connects with the throw.
あっぱれ、やるではないか。
Can they create an opportunity? Uses the gauge for a super arc.
いいぞ。
KO.
良い決着だった。
Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
これはあくまである我が輩から見てもかなりの力の持ち主と言わざるを得ないな。
Nice cross up. Goes for the throw.
ああ、今のは素晴らしいぞ。
Tries to bait him with the projectile. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? They're not gonna allow any jump-ins.
ああ、今のは素晴らしいぞ。
Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Throwing on even more pressure with the fireball. That drive impact doesn't get through.
いやー、よくガードした。
Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner.
もうちょっと。
Fires off the Shikku Hadouken.
もっと我が輩を楽しませるのだ。
Neither fighter can land the deciding hit. Jump to KO.
見事。
Yo, that was so close. But what a matchup to see, right?
同じような実力を持った者同士が真っ向からぶつかるとこういう状態になるのだな。
Projectile to try and change the situation. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? It's a good spot to use the super.
見事だ。次はどう出る？
Knockdown and medium kick hits. Barely blocks the jump in. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Breaks it! Burnout activates.
ここまでなのか？
Shina Shogeki. This could be make or break. What a finish!
見事。
Too hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
二人ともご苦労であった。またの試合を楽しみにしているぞ。
Dash it! Checks him with the projectile. The Fuha stop to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner.
ここからが大事だな。ここで決めるその弾力。あっぱれ。
Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? KO!
いいね。とどめまでしっかり。
Not sure how you could break the rhythm that was established last round. You might need to pin your hopes on a miracle.
目の覚めるような戦いだった。キャラクターと一心同体になっているようだ。
Jump? Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage.
勝負はここからが面白いんだよね。
They're backed up into the corner.
さあここからだ。
He's in there.
いいね。とどめまでしっかり。
Well, listen. When you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
破竹の勢いで勝ち切ったな。これは見事というほかはないな。
This is crucial. The opening round is about to begin.
よろしく頼む。期待しているぞ。
It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach?
さあ張り切っていってもらいたいね。
Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Definitely shuts out the jump in. Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this match will turn out.
このまま行くか？
The Buhog stop to the brim. Oh!
そうか。
Player 1 chases them down.
さあもっとやり合うのだ。ここはどう出るか。おお、なるほどね。
Takes the chance to experiencing burnout.
まだ諦めるな。
KO!
見事。
Bags the round. What did you make of it?
いやーいいね。いい感じだと思う。
All right, let's see what happens in the next round. Gets a normal hit from the drive impact. They're still good. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
頑張っていってもらいたいよね。
This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Lots of Fuhab bend and plenty of avenues to race through. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Jump. Good job, escape. Burnout activates.
ここまでなのか
Oh no, they're stunned.
まだ諦めるな
This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape.
どうした僕とやり合うのだ
Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler here. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical art to deal the cash money damage they need.
見事だ
Who's gonna take it?
もう決まってしまうぞ
Oh, they switched up that amazing never say die attitude got them the win.
よく折れずに戦ったさすがだ
Start things off, all the throw connects.
見事だ
Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking.
もっと我が輩を満足
More fuel to the fire. Cook them up.
血がたぎってきたぞ
Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Scuffle. No Satsu. Both sides getting went over in a flash.
見事
A hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
素晴らしい戦いであった見事だ
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here?
再戦とは互いがまだ血に飢えているようだな
Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out?
さあ張り切っていってもらいたいね
Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Gets a chance with that jump in. Gets back into the corner with pressure building.
さあもっとやり合うのだ
Gets the jump in. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. This is turning out to be a completely experiencing burnout.
まだ諦めるな
Checks with a medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive game, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they place them in there.
やるではないか
Great round with both fighters really going at it.
同じような実力を持った者同士が真っ向からぶつかるとこういう状態になるのだ
Zones with the fireball. That last round could have gone either way. They can't get sloppy.
なるほどね
Gets a risky block in. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here.
どうしたいけるだろう
Ooh, you never know what can happen here.
俺はいけるかしかし油断はできんな
Are we gonna see a comeback here? Goes for the fireball, which is very strong. The drive impact doesn't work.
いやーよくガードした
Saihasho closes it out.
やるではないか
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
最後まで諦めるな
Barely blocks the jump. Ooh, what a smart blow.
見事だ
All stocked up with clutch anti-air.
いいぞその調子だ
Nowhere to run.
もっと我が輩を満足させてみろ
Plenty of health, full gauges, let's go. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Player 1 can't use drop more fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Is it time for pleasure? Time for pain. As far as jury's concerned, they're kind of the same.
もっともっと争うがよい
Are we gonna see a come flatline though?
やるではないか
Oh my days, that was a real intense fight.
二人ともご苦労であったまたの試合を楽しみにしているぞ
Bumps up. Breaks the block with a throw.
見事な投げだね
Both fighters want to establish themselves early on.
いやーこのラウンドはどうなるんだろうどうだろう
Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape.
ここからが大事だな
I can't keep track of these corner switches.
遠距離でも攻撃を緩めないとね
Down to the wire.
そうきたか。
Gets him.
勝負あったね。
You could tell that one player was not holding back during this round, while the other couldn't get it going.
いやー、圧倒的だね。勢いが違うよね。
Did well to get the buff in there. Will gain control of the match in the early going. The Fuha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now.
さあ、ここだ。
Lots of Fuha bank and plenty of avenues to race through. The Fuha's there to give them even better returns on their investment. Shows the medium kick, gets them with the anti-air.
いや、すごいな。
Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Medium kick, still slugging it out at this range. Good, perfect execution with the anti-air.
あっぱれ、やるではないか。
Life lead is there, but still crowns him from above. What a finish!
そういうことだ。
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
我が輩もこれには目が釘付けになっているぞ。
Reads the jump in perfectly.
いいぞ、その調子だ。
Player 1 had a rough go of it last round due to poor drive man. But there's still time to adapt and turn this match around.
なるほどね。
Oh, Satsu!
これは熱いぜ。
Player 1, super art to show off what a PhD and fighters can do for you.
いいぞ、その調子だ。
Wait, what? Are they actually dead? They're hurt, big time. Closes it out.
見事。
Man, I could watch these two fight each other forever.
二人ともご苦労であった。またの試合を楽しみにしているぞ。
Decides to buff up while they can. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Backs them into the corner.
ここからが大事だな。どうだろう。
If they can't escape this rock solid corner pressure, this round is over.
勝負はここからが面白いんだよね。
Hits them with a stopping block.
さあどうだ。
Each hit is so important here.
一歩も引けないねこれは。
Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 1 has depleted their drive hit, but they are still within range to win this round. The fighter KO!
いいね。とどめまでしっかり。
Yo, that was so close. But what a matchup to see, right?
人というのはこういうのを言うんだな。
Blocks the ambiguous crossover. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone.
頑張っていってもらいたいよね。いいぞ、その調子だ。
Sticks the combo. It's a good spot to use the super.
いいぞ、その調子だ。
Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner. They're going for the super art.
これはいやどうだ。
Hits them with a stopping block.
これはいいぞ。
Overhead attack. Burns out.
まだ諦める
Party time. That combo finishes
な。やるではないか。
it. Man, I could watch these two fight each other forever.
素晴らしい戦いであった。見事だ。
Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead.
この飛び道具はどういう仕組みで出ているんだ。
Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. That was a solid anti-air.
いいよいいよ、ここはどう出るか。
The Fuha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity.
さあもっとやり合うのだ。
Alright, what's coming up next? In a dire situation, it wraps it up with a decisive combo.
いいね。とどめまでしっかり。
Player 1 took that convincingly. But what's next?
二人ともなかなかやるな。我が輩も盛り上がってきたぞ。
You're totally right. Let's see if they clue in on that and make adjustments next round. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. They're still feeling each other out. Medium kick hit. Scrapping it out up close.
もっと我が輩を楽しませるのだ。
They're in the corner and the beatdown continues.
良い状況ではあるね。
Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Bumps up. Connects with medium kick. Ooh, you never know what the... burnout activates.
ここまでなのか
Still alive? Still alive?
That felt good, didn't it?
Couldn't finish them off. Can they still? What a finish!
良いとどめだ
Oh my days, that was a real intense fight.
二人ともご苦労であったまたの試合を楽しみにしているぞ
That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up.
おおなるほどね
Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this match will turn out.
このまま行くか
The Fuha stalked to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Time's the only thing moving here.
攻めるタイミング難しいね
Checks with the projectile. Both sides looking for an opening.
これはどうした
Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? The jump in is denied. Player 1 chases them down.
さあもっとやり合うのだ
Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball.
もうちょっと
Decides to meet them in the air.
さあどうだ
The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an in there.
良い決着だった
I think I forgot to breathe for that whole round.
次が肝心だ気を引き締めていくのだ
Immediate jump in. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter.
駆け引きが分かってきたところかな
They're backed up into the corner.
さあここからだ
You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Jump? Lots of Fuha banked and plenty of avenues to race through. Whoa, sucks to pry them open. Looking to impress with this super.
見事だもっと我が輩を楽しませるのだ
Player 2 is in a pretty good rush.
これは
Experiencing burnout.
まだ諦めるな
Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Just goes for it at this range.
おっと
A big flex. The broken jaw. Shin Shoryuken. Player 2 impact squat.
今のは見えていたんだろうね
This is a no stunned off the wall.
いいの
Knocks off the tank and scores the win.
良いとどめだ
Well, hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
素晴らしい戦いであった見事だ
Denies the jump in.
いいぞその調子だ
Checks him with the projectile. Who will gain control of the match in the early going?
頑張っていってもらいたいよね
Pressuring them in the corner.
ここからが大事だな
No good up high.
さあここだ
This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Hold your breath. Beautiful setup with that attack.
ここで決めるその弾力あっぱ
Heading into blocking that drive attack KO.
れ良い決着だった
Bags the round. What did you make of it?
二人ともなかなかやるな我が輩も盛り上がってきたぞ
You're totally right. Let's see if they clue in on that and make adjustments next round. Blocks the ambiguous cross-up. We're just getting started here. Who will take control?
これは危険な香りがするな
Lots of Fuha banked and plenty of avenues to race through. Whoa, sucks to pry them open. Big opportunity now in this corner.
さあここからだ
Ends the meter, hoping for a good return.
いやすごいな
That combo did decent damage. Burnout activates.
ここまでなのか
There's a bar to unleash the storm. Sakai Fuha-san.
いやどうだ
KO.
見事
Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
これはあくまである我が輩から見てもかなりの力の持ち主と言わざるを得ないな
Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Player 2 with the life lead.
このまま行くか
Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book.
ああ今のは素晴らしいね
So they break forward to pressure the opponent.
ど どうだろう。ここはどう出るか。
Player 1 may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive gauge to tap into. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building.
さあもっとやり合うのだ。
Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Got their eye on the air.
ここで決めるその弾力。
Gets
いいね。とどめまでしっかり。
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
危機迫るその戦いぶり。見事だ。
Alright, let's see what happens in the next round. Decides to buff up while they can. Hits them with a stopping block.
おっと。
Triggers the feng shui engine. The Rick uses the gauge for a super arm.
あっぱれ。やるではないか。
The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter in. Oh, burnout triggered. It's a good spot to use the super.
いやすごいな。
The big flex. The broken jaw. Shin Shoryuken. Anti-air drops him.
いやすごいな。
Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? At least one of closes it out.
そういうことだ。
Oh, so close. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, they had me nervous.
勝って兜の尾を締める。そんな気品すら感じるね。良い試合だった。
The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in.
非常に興味深い試合。見届けさせてもらうぞ。
Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight.
さあ張り切っていってもらいたいね。
Still slugging it out here.
どうだろう。さあどうだ。
The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan.
良い状況ではあるね。
Nails the anti-air. Knockdown. Life lead opens up.
もうちょっと。
Still slugging it out at this range. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. KO!
いいね。とどめまでしっかり。
I think I forgot to breathe for that whole round.
見事素晴らしい接戦であった。
Immediate jump in. Are we going to see some fireworks here?
もっともっと我が輩を楽しませるがよい。
This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Uses the gauge for a super arm.
いいぞ、その調子だ。
Jumps in. Grabs him.
ここで決めるその弾力。あっぱれ。
They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure.
どうした？いけるだろう。
Experiencing burnout.
ここまでなのか？
Scrapping it out up close.
最後までわからないぞ。
Flatline done.
やるではないか。
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
最後まで諦めるな。
Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here?
一進一退、すごく良い試合をしている。
A jump in? Barely block. All in with a rush.
いい感じだ。
Crowns him from above. Oh, returning it right up with a super.
何？
Here comes the corner pressure.
もっと我が輩を満足させてみろ。もっともっと争うがよい。
Knocked him. It is over.
よくやった。それが見たかったのだ。
Man, I can watch these two fight each other forever.
素晴らしい戦いであった。見事だ。
Dashes up. Goes for the throw.
いいね。大技だ。
The Fuha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity.
さあもっとやり合うのだ。
The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish?
技のリーチがちょっと届かなかった。
How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Nails the anti-air.
いやー見事。気持ちよく決まったね。
In there!
やるではないか。
Yo, that fight was dripping with tension.
死闘というのはこういうのを言うんだな。
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital.
駆け引きが分かってきたところですね。
Player 1 will look to apply pressure here.
どうした？いけるだろう。
Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Player 2? Oh, burnout trigger!
次はどう出る？
A super art?
これは？
A super art?
おっと！
Saihasho? Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious experiencing burnout. Denies the jump in.
いいぞ、その調子だ。排水の陣とはこのことか。
Solid anti-air!
あっぱれ、やるではないか。
Like KO!
良い決着だった。
A decisive win! How was it all looking from where you're sitting?
ではまた会おう。
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done.
いいぞ、血がたぎってきたか。
Pressuring them in the corner.
ここからが大事だな。
Player 1 has them legit shit in the corner.
このまま行くか。
Neither of them willing to back off here. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Grabs them.
さあここだ。もうちょっと。
And they create an opportunity. KO.
良い決着だった。
Bags the round. What did you make of it?
いやーいいね。いい感じだと思う。
You got that one. Oh, next round started. Blows up. What's next?
いやー見事。気持ちよく決まったね。
Early round decisions are so important to set the tone.
いやーこのラウンドはどうなるんだろう。
Okay, creating some space here. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on.
ここは攻めたいところ。だがしかし、俺は相手も同じか。次はどう出る？
Player 1 will look to apply.
おっと。
Brushes that off and keeps going.
おお、そうきたか。
Ah, burnout activated.
まだ諦めるな。
Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
What's wrong? Get up!
Their spacing is KO.
やるではないか。
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one.
我が輩もこれには目が釘付けになっているぞ。
Throws them.
あっぱれ、やるではないか。
They're in the corner. Throws them.
素晴らしい投げだ。
This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape. This is such a tough situation to and eats it. Burns out. Perfectly executed.
良いとどめだ。
Oh my days. That was a real intense fight.
二人ともご苦労であった。またの試合を楽しみにしているぞ。
Overdrive art. Carries the projectile. The Vuha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out?
さあ張り切っていってもらいたいね。
Starts with a jumper. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Long, dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. The quarter makes it adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage.
ああ今のは素晴らしいね。ここはどう出るか。
Got their eye on the air.
ここで決めるその弾力。あっぱれ。
KO.
勝負あったね。
The round comes to a close, but I think we're only seeing just a glimpse of what these two are capable of.
そうだね。このラウンドをもって次の展開がどうなるかだよね。
Yeah, that's right. You got a point there. Let's see if the fighters pick up on that too. Dash is
おっと。
That parry may be just the catalyst they need. Who will gain control of the match in the early going?
頑張っていってもらいたいよね。遠距離でも攻撃を許さないよね。
The Vuha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Pokes with the medium kick.
さあここだ。
Okay, creating some space here. Out of range. Relatively safe. Uses the parry so the opponent can't dictate the pace of the round. Uses the parry to deal with that projectile. Experiencing burnout.
まだ諦めるな。
Drops him hard.
いいぞ、その調子だ。
Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Drops up. Saihasho, good decision with that throw.
いいのが入った。いけ、やってしまえ。
Perfect execution with the anti-air. No way, that win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned.
よく折れずに戦った。さすがだ。
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back.
次の戦いも楽しませてくれるのだろうな。
Stops the attack by using a drive parry. A parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Backs them into the corner.
ここからが大事だな。どうだろう。
Burnout is triggered.
ちょっと危ないなこれは。さあどうだ。
Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Drive gauge finally recovers. Heading into the... What a finish! Great read on the life gauge there.
勝負あったね。
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
全く素晴らしいね。見事に決めていった。
Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two kick it up a notch. Lots of full-hop banked and plenty of avenues to race through. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here.
さあここからだ。もっと我が輩を楽しませるのだ。
A quick breather. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return.
あっぱれ、やるではないか。
Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Player 1 has an empty drive. Clutch anti-air.
あっぱれ、やるではないか。
A lot of press tries to act quickly, but with the attack.
今のは気にするな。次だ。
Doing some quick planning?
ここは攻めたいところ。だがしかし、それは相手も同じか。ああ、そうだ。
The next touch may decide that combo finishes it.
そういうことだ。
Judy.
Oh, hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
素晴らしい戦いであった。見事だ。
Decides to buff up while they can. Shoots off a fireball up close. Who's it gonna be?
これはどうした。
Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? The Buha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now.
いやー見事、気持ちよく決まったね。
Hits with the overhead. Decides to puff up while they can. Was looking for that jump attack.
ここで決めるその弾力、あっぱれ。
Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation.
さあもっとやり合うのだ。
Checks him with the projectile.
なるほどな。
Oh god, burnout activates.
ここまでなのか。
Good heads up play going for that combo to do enough damage to finish the round.
やるではないか。
There's no question what lengths both players are willing to go to.
見事、素晴らしい接戦であった。
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it?
どっちも動けてはいるんだろうね。
They're backed up into the corner.
どうした？いけるだろう。
Misses the drive impact.
ああ、惜しかった。
Fun sway engine activation. Looking to impress with this super.
見事だ。
We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here.
キュウソネコをかむ。
Perfect KO. They were in full control there.
見事。
That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
破竹の勢いで勝ち切ったな。これは見事というほかはないな。
Gets the jump in. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner.
ここからが大事だな。
Player 2 has the life lead.
このまま行くか。
The drive parry was successful. A parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round.
おお、そうきたか。
They timed that just right to get the perfect parry. Did well to get brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them?
ここで決めるその弾力、あっぱれ。
In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Does a good job of pushing back. Burn him in there!
見事。
Player 1 took that convincingly. But what's next?
二人ともなかなかやるな。我が輩も盛り上がってきたぞ。
You're totally right. Let's see if they clue in on that and make adjustments next round. The Fuha stopped to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Brushes off the impact.
今のよく守ったね。
Gets the combo. Ah, burnout activates.
まだ諦めるな。
Feng Shui engine activation. Bends the meters, hoping for a good return.
いいぞ、その調子だ。
Barely blocks the jump in. Plays burnout. Expect the tempo of them. Got him up against the wall, and the stun is there.
ここまでなのか？
They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure.
どうした？
What a finish!
見事。
So hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
二人ともご苦労であった。またの試合を楽しみにしているぞ。
Checks him with the projectile. Did well to get the buff in there. The Fuha stock to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight.
さあ張り切っていってもらいたいね。どうだろう。
Now they get pushed into the corner. Hold your breath. Player brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? That's the jump in they were looking for.
ここで決めるその弾力。あっぱれ。
Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Big counter.
今いいのが入ったね。
Both fighters are barely alive.
二人とも元
To come from the brink like that? What a comeback!
気。よく踏ん張った。粘り勝ちだな。
Man, they just scrapped that! What did you think?
次が肝心だ。気を引き締めていくのだ。
Throws them to negate the block.
そうか。
Brushes that off and keeps going.
おっと。
Saihasho. Drive gauge gap here. Jumps up. Experiencing burnout.
ここまでなのか？いやどうだ。
There's a change of sides. Player 2 will look to apply untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect.
やるではないか。
That was some rock-solid play we just saw there. If that continues, we might be looking at an early end to this fight.
悪魔も見惚れるこの勢い。素晴らしいぞ。
Manages to block the jump-in attack. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on?
気持ちでぶつかっていってほしいね。
Goes for the jump-in. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be open next with the throw.
綺麗に投げていったね。
Oh, in with the rush. There's the burnout.
地獄の沙汰ほど面白い。いいぞ。
Still can't find a way out of this corner. Something's gotta give.
差はついたようだが、まだまだこれからだ。いい感じだ。
Is it time for pleasure? Time for pain. As far as jury's concerned, they're kind of the same. I called it.
なんだと？
They are taking this to the absolute limit.
行け。やってしまえ。
Are you serious? That comeback was unreal. We just saw this fighter play out of their goddamn mind there.
すごすぎるぞ。よく巻き返した。
Anti-air in the butt. Bumps up. Lots of Fuha banked and plenty of avenues to race through. The Fuha stopped to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Brushes off the impact.
今のよく守ったね。
Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. Player 1 chases them down.
さあもっとやり合うのだ。さあどうだ？
Goes for the super art?
そうか。
Getting into the end game now. It's getting tense.
もうちょっと。
KO.
ああ決まったね。
Bags the round. What did you make of it?
いやーいいね。いい感じだと思う。
Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two pick it up a notch. Grabs him. Gets the jump in. Looking to impress with this super.
見事だ。
They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fire. Medium kick hits. Gets a wrist. It's a good spot to use the super.
いやすごいな。
Barely blocks the jump in. Burnout activates. KO.
いいね。 とどめまでしっかり。
Judy, win!
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
これはあくまである我が輩から見てもかなりの力の持ち主と言わざるを得ないな。ここで決めるその弾力、あっぱれ。
Player 2 has the life lead.
このままいくか。
Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Backs them into the corner.
ここからが大事だな。
No more drive gauge.
危ないぞ、気をつけろ。
The super art finds its mark.
ここはどう出るか。
So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Did well to get the buff in there. From up above. Sticks the combo. Player gets him.
勝負あったね。
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
全く素晴らしいね。見事に決めていった。
You got that right. Oh, next round starting. Checks him with the projectile. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
いやー、このラウンドはどうなるんだろう。さあここだ。
Oh,
おお、そうきたか。
gets a risky buff in. Big opportunity now in this corner.
さあここからだ。
Experiencing burnout.
ここまでなのか。
Jumps up. KO.
良い決着だった。
Judy,
That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
これはあくまである我が輩から見てもかなりの力の持ち主と言わざるを得ないな。
Decides to buff up while they can. Goes for the fireball. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round.
さあ張り切っていってもらいたいね。
Who's going to break the silence first?
これはどうした。
Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on.
良い状況ではあるね。
Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage.
もうちょっと。
Shoots off a fireball up close. That drive impact doesn't get through.
いやー、よくガードした。
Just out of range for that blow.
さあここだ。
Blows them. What's next?
ここで決めるその弾力、あっぱれ。
Goes up the final. Were they baiting them into that? Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance.
よく踏ん張った。粘り勝ちだな。
Gets a risky buff in. Checks him with the projectile. The jump in is denied. Throws him to negate the block.
今の投げは良いフォームだったね。もっと我が輩を楽しませるのだ。
Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation.
さあもっとやり合うのだ。
There's a change of sides. Steals back a chance. Both fighters are low on drive. What'll they use it on? Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. On-sway engine activation. Uses the gauge for a super art.
あっぱれ、やるではないか。次はどう出る。
Knocked them out of the air.
いいぞ、その調子だ。
Life lead is there, but still anyone sets up with the jump in. Player 1, will this super art do anything? Closes it out.
良いとどめだ。
Man, I could watch these two fight each other forever.
二人ともご苦労であった。またの試合を楽しみにしているぞ。
Nails the anti-air.
いやー、見事、気持ちよく決まったね。
There's a corner switch. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Tries a KO.
良い決着だった。
Player 2 took that convincingly. But what's next?
鬼気迫るその戦いぶり、見事だ。
Alright, let's see what happens in the next round. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on?
これは危険な香りがするな。
Stuck in the corner but not going down without a fight.
差はついたようだが、まだまだこれからだ。
Gets scooped from down low. Barely blocks the jump in. Oh, that's to pry them open. Looking to impress with this super.
いいぞ、その調子だ。
Big opportunity now in this corner.
どうした？いけるだろう。
A jump? This is gonna go! Critical art now?
何？
That was the highest if I've ever seen.
よく折れずに戦った。さすがだ。
I think I forgot to breathe for that whole round.
次が肝心だ。これを引き締めていくのだ。
That's a bit of OG spice. Let's see how these two try to set the tone of the match.
これは危険な香りがするな。いやー、どうだ。
Barely. Ooh, what a smart blow.
見事だ。
Lots of fuhop bent and plenty of avenues to race through. Oh, that's to pry them open. Nowhere to run.
よく我が輩を満足させてみろ。
Cries them from above. Walls flat into the guard break. Still can't find a way out of this corner. Raw super art incoming.
これは熱いぞ。
There's a burnout.
まだ諦めるな。
Gotta do better than that.
いやー、よくガードした。
Connects with the throw.
やっぱりやるではないか。
Here, are you kidding me?
よくやった。これが見たかったのだ。
Player one really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
諸君、最高の試合だったぞ。
Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force the opponent into making a mistake. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on.
頑張っていってもらいたいよね。
Low heavy.
いいよいいよ。
Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming.
ここで決めるその弾力。あっぱれ。
Perfect time to spend the meter.
もうちょっと。
Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Overhead.
いやー、見事。気持ちよく決まったね。
They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there.
危ないぞ。気をつけろ。
Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? That drive impact is blocked. Gets the jump in. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing.
見事。
There's no question what length both players are willing to go to.
見事。素晴らしい接戦であった。
Gets them with the anti-air.
いや、すごいな。
Lots of fuhop bent and plenty of avenues to race through. Dashes forward. Go connects and does big damage.
なるほどな。
Picks up the counter. This is going to
なるほどな。
goes forward but ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing.
良い決着だった。
I bet everyone watching that last round could feel the pressure coming through their screens.
悪魔も見惚れるこの勢い。素晴らしいぞ。
Player 1 can't let this simmer. They got us to the low.
見事だ。
Full SA meters on deck for both. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up.
やっぱりやるではないか。
Wall flat into the guard break.
血がたぎってきたぞ。
Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Taking chunks out of each other here. Sees the overhead coming.
今のは見えていたんだろうね。
Goes up, putting it all on the line.
何？
Wait, what? Are they actually dead? This might be a pivotal super arc. Are you kidding me?
よくやった。これが見たかったのだ。
Oh my days, that was a real intense fight.
素晴らしい戦いであった。見事だ。